Some of these mangas and manhwas have good art style and a very good story and are worth checking out. Some of them are better than others, but they all have something unique to offer me. Here represent the top 10 mangas and manhwas where the main character is reborn as a child. And of course, before we continue, please be sure to subscribe and like the video. Alrighty, let's begin. Number 10. Reborn as a Scholar. It's a very light-hearted and funny manga considering its genre. I'm very used to ready manga with, similar plots, I guess, and those ideas being a lot similar, but just having an intense storyline. But this one is different, and I love that about it. Our protagonist here lived a very harsh life and was reincarnated into the polar opposite of his previous life. It gives off a warmth vibe as well. And I was purely feeling happy when reading this for him experiencing real genuine care from others. It's a pretty good manga. I mean, the story isn't the best there, but by no means is it bad either. The art style is decent, and the entire thing about it is very good. I mean, it's got martial arts, it's got lots of destruction, but it also has heart in it. I like the fact that it has heart in it. And every character has its own personality and mood. I recommend 100%, yo. Number 9. Child of Light. This was a good plot. I especially loved the MC. Apart from the chapters being extremely short and the huge amount of time it takes for new chapters to be released, the manga isn't actually too bad. While it is kind of generic and cliche, the manga has enough differences to stand out. In the beginning, as the story continues, it gets boring and it is hard to stay interested. You can easily tell where the story is going, and the MC being OP doesn't really suit the story. Zhang Gong decides to learn light magic, a magic few show interest in, and eventually becomes the legendary Grand Mage, while trying to end the continent's east and west separation in order to unite all of the different races. He becomes every race's child of light. Number 8. The Book of Legier. The plot is very good right now. They just seem to be setting up the background for him to start getting busy. Tons of things happening. One day, a human dared summon the Demon King. It was the greedy and fat Prince Legier, Lo Jerlaila Rodwell. However, while summoning the Demon King, he made a mistake in the process which caused his death. Legier's body is forcefully frozen because of the contract he had made with the Demon King. Well, it might as well just grant him his wish. The Demon King decides to become Legier and grant the wish the prince had before he was frozen to death. Until the day the kingdom of Jerlaila rules the world with power unmatched by anyone, this is the start of a new legend. I need to go on a diet first. Interesting plot though. I want to see where this goes. Number 7. Volcanic Age. Overall, a pretty good read so far, amazing story, and for me it feels the void the Breaker had created. And it is surely one of the best Murin-based mangas out there. The story is really good, and the art and the story progression was played out really well. I enjoyed it. When he died, he was given a chance to relive his life again, and he chooses to work hard so that he wouldn't be left behind by martial arts, by those experts of his generation. Zhu Xiu Chuan, a young man who survives the age of war through sheer luck, becomes the Swawan, faction's elder, only to live a full life of regrets and doubts. He then lies on his deathbed waiting for the inevitable when he is returned to the past. Give it a try, I'm sure you will be hooked up on this one. Number 6. Doctor's Rebirth. If you like the gradual growth type series, then this is the one for you. In a fun mix of cliche isekai into a novel, Murim, and modern doctor knowledge elements, Doctor's Rebirth is a story of a doctor from modern times with full meta-knowledge of the world he found himself in after death. A novel he just finished reading and enjoyed. Pretty much everything is promptly handed to him on a platter as he is the luckiest kid alive. Makes deals with the main character, saves important people and gets them in his debt, and promptly becomes the apprentice of the most powerful doctor in the novel. Overall, it's a pretty nice read, to be honest. I like it. Number 5. I picked up an attribute. This is the kind of cliffhanger almost every chapter story you want to binge. When it has hundreds of chapters, the story becomes a bit annoying, but all characters and stuff is nice. The gaming emperor Feng Xia accidentally traveled into the era of magic and cultivation. Attributes, abilities, and strategy can be used to defeat his opponents, and each time he defeats his opponents, he can obtain the skills and attributes of the enemy, turning the world with each battle. There are also many beautiful beast women in the world. Feng Xia destroyed the opponents with the so-called unparalleled skills and steals their power. Into this. Number 4. Sword Sheath's Child. Let me start by saying that the art is amazing. It is one of the most beautiful webtoons to read. A world where a magical tree grows from the back of a swordsman, a mute girl is turned into a living weapon by her mother, a frost dragon roams the skies seeking vengeance, and beings with the godlike powers clash for the balance of nature. In the middle of all of it is Bira, an orphan boy happily spending his days fishing inside a secluded forest. Then he meets Tanyu, a former general on a quest to find his childhood love. Together they journey into an enchanted landscape unlike any other. It's a masterpiece in terms of art and story, honestly. Number 3. Lightning Degree. Imagine if you were to be in this series. A young orphan was alone in the world until he meets the master of a secret form of martial arts. To learn these otherworldly techniques, he will need to endure years of sadistic teachers' grueling and weird training. But why does he have to do the laundry and cook meals or play instruments to learn martial arts anyway? If he can survive long enough, he might just be able to wield the unstoppable lightning knives. Will he make the cut or be sliced down to size? Well, overall, it's a pretty nice manga, to be honest. It'll make you feel like you're having an experience that you've never had before. It's that unique, I promise you. Number 2. Return of the Unrivaled Spear Knight. I'm going to start by saying that I absolutely love this series. Unrivaled Spear Knight, the stereotype that knights must use swords, is broken by the brightest star of the Duke's family, the hero that brought an end to the Empire's civil war. The name of that person is Joshua Sanders. Despite his reputation of being called the Empire's unrivaled spear, he was bleeding dark red blood. Not just anyone, but by the hand of his own emperor. Kaiser, don't think it will end like this. Moments before death, incurred by Magic Circle, the spear that spent its years together with him, Lugia started to emit an enormous amount of energy. This familiar place, it can't be! The stable that I used to live in when I was young. My body became young? Lugia, what the hell are ya? Joshua returned to his younger self. His ultimate revenge starts here. You're looking for a satisfying manga with a badass MC? Then this is the one for you. Number 1. The Beginning After the End. The art is good, and the plot is engaging, and the way the characters react to different situations, especially the MC, is pretty interesting to see. King Grey has unrivaled strength, wealth, and prestige in a world governed by martial ability. However, solitude lingers closely behind those with great power. Beneath the glamorous exterior of a powerful king lurks the shell of a man, devoid of purpose and will. Reincarnated into the new world filled with magic and monsters, the king has a second chance to relive his life. Correcting the mistakes of his path will not be his only challenge, however, because the past and the path that he chose are not that simple. Underneath the peace and prosperity of the new world is an undercut, well, not undercut or undercurrent. Both words seem the best. Undercurrent it is. Undercurrent threatening to destroy everything he has worked for, questioning his role and the reason for being born again. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then give this video a like and share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe for more top 10. Stay safe and take care. My name is Zita Khan, and I'm the voice of the voiceless. See you next time.